He's just a veteran of the game, super consistent player, but it feels like his peaks are not as impressive as some of these other Foxes. But because he's like higher ranked than 2saint, I think his baseline, if he can play at that level, would be enough to take the set.
Oh, 2saint off to an excellent start though, and the pound gonna catch Firefox at the end. Yeah, rolls on.
That was a perfect start from 2saint. Everything he just did was just to a T how it should have been.
Right, just sliding back and forth, some wave dashes, waiting for the whiffed aerial. SFAT doing a great job of making the comeback here. Yes, up smash cleans it up. All right, even game.
Yeah, he tied it up pretty much right away, and he capitalized on Jigglypuff. He capitalized on her knockdown, which I think is pivotal in this matchup, making sure that she doesn't just go through those tech rolls for free. Fox can just easily re-grab those, up smash them. It's very much so a kill spot that he should be looking out for, and that's exactly what SFAT did. Yeah, that's an easy kill, especially on Battlefield. Fox has no wall to hug, can't take any angles other than straight up, so you should pretty much hit that one 10 out of 10 times.
Gets the pound, but SFAT just gonna roll to safety all the way to the right. Oh, trying to build that damage with pummels.
Yeah, because if he got the double pummel there, I believe that's exactly how much damage he needed for an up throw up air to kill. 42% would not have been enough. I think 45 would have been. I'm not 100% sure, so I see what he was going for. But it's like something that Jigglypuff players also have to recognize, and they should be mashing like faster than any other character because every percent counts on Puff.
Yeah, just being so fragile. Gotta make sure it's built into the game plan.
Yeah.
All right, SFAT though, close to tying this up. A couple grab combos, and of course Puff is not long for this world.
Yeah, nice roll. Oh wow, nice roll back, and SFAT follows 2saint right into his waiting arms. He pretty much overshoots a grab, which 2saint evaded with that roll, and then 2saint managed to back throw him right off the stage for a free kill.
All right, SFAT just looking to poke away with some back airs, contest those aerials, slip in to the gaps between them.
Yeah, this is like when Jigglypuff just enters shark mode because she's pretty much got a stock to play with. She can just pretty much use it to fish for things like pound, just try to get a knockdown in any possible way and just end the game with a jab reset rest. So both players know what to look out for, you know. SFAT's been around the block for so long, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, SFAT on the chase, but very passively. He knows what he needs to do, but he also understands that he has 5 minutes to make it happen. So no need to rush into Puff. Just build that damage, find a stray hit maybe once you've accumulated enough percent through lasers.
Yeah, the problem is, speaking of accumulating percent, 2saint managed to rack up enough damage that now a single back air can send SFAT off stage, so he doesn't have to go for, you know, just he has more than just that handful of options now. Now he's got a plethora, because really a forward air or a back air can also seal the deal on this game one, and he's in a really good position, although he does go to his last stock.
All right, this is still anybody's game. 2saint's been controlling the pace the whole time, but now he's got to be extra careful.
Yeah, honestly, the one who needs to be careful is SFAT, because full hops, like the way that he's full hop lasering, they get really risky when Jigglypuff is just a back air away from tumbling you off the stage. I like to adapt a more grounded play style once I'm like at this percent as Fox, but to each his own, I guess. It seems to be working out for him as he manages to tie this game up pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like even though he's jumping a lot, he's doing it with purpose and kind of with evasion in mind, so he hasn't gotten too beaten up for it yet, but yeah, that looming threat of the back air, just something he's got to be so wary of.
It just feels like 2saint took his foot off the gas pedal. I'm not seeing the solid gameplay that I saw in the first 3 stocks. Feels like he let SFAT get away with a lot of those lasers, and that's kind of how he found himself in this position. Now he's arguably the one on the losing side of this game. Yeah, SFAT went straight for the up air 2, the up air hit 2, which I love to see because there's no counterplay available for Puff. Just a matter of hitting it, which the Foxes so far haven't managed to do.
All right, this pretty much boils down to an edge guard versus a stray aerial or up smash. And they're just staying so even in percent. 82, 82, then 109, 110. This could be the end. Excellent angle, though.
Yeah, both players kind of nervous. Feels like 2saint hasn't hit SFAT in with anything meaningful in so long, but there it is. That could be the one meaningful hit. No, that's a great side B, magnet to the ledge. I don't know what SFAT was going for right there.
Sorry, 2saint hanging out in the corner, but finds his way right into that back air, and SFAT completing the comeback. Dude, that was a uphill battle for sure. I mean, he lost the first stock pretty damn quickly.
Yeah, no, it was, but I feel like 2saint's mental game kind of fell apart. I think I'd imagine he told himself that he had too big of a lead to lose, and that's typically the precursor to how you lose in this game, because it just feels like he entered like more of a robotic game plan. He kind of told himself like, oh, eventually he's going to get hit by a back air, and that's how I'm going to win this one. But you know, when you start playing stiff, veterans like SFAT are going to make sure that you never hit him again for the rest of the match.
Yeah, it's very hard to operate as if you're at last stock, last hit at all times. You know, I feel like the body's only got so much adrenaline in it, but when you can do that and you never enter that autopilot state or take your foot off the gas at all, that's how you're going to continue to clutch these matches out and not drop leads.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Wow, 2saint actually missed 2 rest opportunities right there. Not only off the initial up throw, but also off of that knockdown right in front of him. I think he really needs to wake up, because it feels like the first 3 stocks of the Battlefield game were a different player than what we're seeing right now. And if he goes down 2-0, it is very, very hard to come back on Fox.
Yeah, potentially going to have to see the opposite of IBDW versus HBox, right? Where SFAT goes up the first game. Now 2saint's got to win 2 in a row just to go on to favorable territory if it goes to game 5.
Yeah, and what I'm liking from SFAT is he's really controlling the center of the level, because that way, even if he gets back aired, he's only a double jump away from getting back on the stage. That's way different from having to up B back onto the stage, because if you have to up B, then Jigglypuff gets a meaningful edge guard spot. But if you get back aired from the middle, then you can just double jump right back to the ledge, and you know, you're not running too big of a risk in the neutral game. So that's why the center of the stage is just so important in all matchups, but I think in this one especially.
Yeah, exactly. You don't just want to avoid being stuck with your corner escape options, but also, you know, make sure that you're not getting pushed so close to the blast zone just for every single hit. SFAT, though, dropping the first stock yet again. 2saint has been pretty comfortable in the beginnings of these games, but when it comes to clutching it out against somebody as well seasoned as SFAT, it'll be really difficult.
Yeah, the interesting thing to continue on like the importance of the center of the stage is that I feel like at low percent, it actually doesn't matter as much, because rest will kill from anywhere. But as you transition to really, really high percents, like 130, a back air with the Jigglypuff starting out cornered won't kill. And because Jigglypuff is not really playing for rest anymore, it's like the whole dynamic changes. The center of the stage starts to matter so much. Like right now, it's already becoming important, because yeah, if he has him off the stage like this, a back air is basically a killing blow.
All right, and SFAT, careful not to overcommit in his own right when he's got the center. Very smart, just knows like, 1, no reason to let Puff steal it from you, and 2, she's gonna come in anyway. If she's at least down a little bit in percent.
Oh, I'm sure he wishes the forward air sent him in the other direction. He doesn't get too much of a follow-up from the reverse forward air, but he does get a reset to neutral, so side game.
SFAT grabs the ledge. Probably not what he wanted to look for in that situation. He didn't even do like an intangible ledge dash to get back on. It was just like, oh, I'm in the corner now, oops. And he pays with the stock.
Yeah, 2saint whiffed the dash attack completely as well. Kind of like exactly how he lost the first game. That's how he lost at the very end, was by whiffing a dash attack, and he actually whiffed one again just now. Could have easily led into a falling second hit up air from SFAT. SFAT did not manage to capitalize, however, but he does close out 2saint's next stock, or it does close out 2saint on his next stock, and yep, 2 stocks to 2.
Hey, SFAT goes right in with the advancing there, trying to find all the holes in the pressure game or the defense from 2saint.
Yeah, I love the confidence on the edge guard right there from 2saint. He pretty much predicted the side B height perfectly. That wasn't even a reaction. That was just a hard read. The back air was out. The back air was out before the side B even started.
Okay, drill grab, and the up air didn't do it.
Super smart not to shine there, because if you shine, you're gonna look for a grab anyway, and you might not get it. So just go straight into the grab. It can actually true combo on Puff. That's how much stun she takes from Drill. So if you're tight enough on that link, you can actually just true combo it straight up and kill her off of that grab, which is exactly what he did.
Yeah, gotta fight that temptation to like autopilot Drill Shine.
Yeah, it's so tempting, but a lot of the time, you know, higher APM doesn't mean better decisions. And
Exactly.
you know, grabbing with Fox is just so strong in pretty much every matchup except for a few.
Right. SFAT putting himself in the lead, just firing these lasers. And for, I don't know, at this point, pretty much whatever he can hit her with, right? I don't think up throw up air is going to happen. And the straight up air, because of that laser damage, was able to kill.
Yeah, you know, Dreamland's side platforms are really nice for full hop up. For Fox's full hop up air, he lands really tightly after the second hit of the up air. So it's like, even if he were to hit Jigglypuff's shield, he wouldn't be negative. And that's kind of what enabled SFAT to fish for those second hit up airs, which is exactly what you saw. That's how he ended up closing the game out. So it's like Dreamland does come with some weaknesses. Like the full hop height of those platforms are super good for Fox.
All right. So this is going pretty much as well as it could for SFAT, winning the game on Dreamland, super clutch. And now he gets to play the rest of the set, however long it may go on his terms.
Yeah, it's kind of what I expected so far. Pretty much two one-stock victories. Like, I don't expect SFAT to outclass 2saint by that much. And like I said, I don't think he's a player who's known for like super high peaks, but he's a player who's known for being able to get the job done. That's what's worked for him for so many years, and it's what's working for him so far in this set.
Oh, stuck in grounded laser, but fortunately for SFAT, didn't pay too much of a price for that.
Yeah, and at like 70%, Fox can start fishing for the weak nair to up smash, and it's just such a good low risk kill confirm, because even if you hit her shield, you can just protect yourself with shine afterwards, so you're not really investing too much.
Yeah, and Puff floating enough to get caught by that at a pretty nice range of percents.
Yeah, and he already has him at 70 again. This is a really good start to game 3 for SFAT.
Yeah, I feel like when Fox has the lead, Dreamland's actually pretty good for him.
No, it is. It doesn't. Sometimes, you know, Jigglypuff's counterpicks feel like they come with downsides, whereas Fox's counterpicks are a lot more one-sided. Like, I don't think Jigglypuff gets anything good out of Final Destination, and very little out of Pokemon Stadium. But this one, you know, it really lets Fox run circles around her and make it obnoxious for her to finish off his stock when he ends up at percents like these. And if this goes on for much longer, it's going to be curtains, because already SFAT has profited way too much off of the last legs of his first stock. You know, he was able to take a second stock, so he's pretty much poised to take this whole set.
All right. Side stocks, though, it's not completely over by any means. I've seen crazier comebacks across many fighting games, and especially in Melee. Of course, 2saint also has the X factor of rest.
Yeah, it's back on the table. He got exactly what he needed, which is a forward smash kill. You know, that's the second biggest knockback move that Jigglypuff has, and is typically what she'll look for when she's down a stock, because it doesn't give her opponent the punish opportunity with like the retribution opportunity that rest would. So 2saint got exactly what he wanted, and now he's actually in a position where he could win this game.
Weak never gonna catch. Smart by SFAT to cut the pressure short. Just knew that 2saint would be actionable again before he could hit him.
That was a lucky slide off from SFAT. Being able to recognize that slide off from the side platform and then fastball the ledge is like super important these days, because you don't want to give Puff an edge guard opportunity, any more edge guard opportunities than you need to. And those little micro situations, you know, winning them adds up in Melee, as you can see now, SFAT with the one stock lead.
Yeah, peeling a stock back with that cross-up full hop bear. And, just goes for the ledge. The level 1 mix-up.
Yeah, Jigglypuff really not the best character at edge guarding the sweet spot up, B downward to ledge. because she doesn't have something like Fox's ledge hop auto cancel back air. You know, that just makes it so easy to cover. Jigglypuff actually kind of has to commit to covering that option.
Right. Looking for this laser game just to start things off, put Puff at a bit of a juicier percent range. 2saint struggling to break the ice here, get an approach in, looking for pound. Like you said, man, you start throwing the pounds out, that's when they're desperate.
I don't know why he went for pound there, because at 2%, Fox is not going to tumble. And so it's like massive risk, no reward. You need the tumble to lead into that jab reset rest that you're looking for. Otherwise, pound is just a massive commitment.
Ooh, 2 nairs, one a little bit overshot for the rollback, and then another one just because it's safe pressure, and it managed to work out for him. Oh, weak dash attack, not safe on hit.
Beautiful. Yeah, that was a beautiful confirm. You could also do a weak nair second hit up air. It sets up perfectly. The first hit of the up air won't even connect, which is exactly what you want. That's how SFAT ends up closing out game 3.
Yeah, that was a filthy finish right there. SFAT finding all kinds of different ways to get the stocks removed, and that was weak nair to up air, right, to end it?
That's right. Yeah, at around like 90-ish, so a bit later than the weak nair into up smash would work, but you transition into a phase where that becomes an option, the weak nair into the second hit of up air. And so being able to recognize like how you should change up your game plan depending on the percent that Jigglypuff is at, as well as the percent that you're at, is so important in that matchup, because kill setups vary so frequently depending on both players' percentages.
All right, SFAT, veteran of the game, going to know how to get things done in those tight situations that might, require some hands-on knowledge of the character matchup, and what you know on paper might not be enough to carry you through. Like that was very feel-based,
Absolutely, yeah. It's what I expected. I predicted a 3-0. I just, SFAT is like top 15-ish in the world, so he's got a couple double-digit ranks on 2saint, and it's tough to win Fox versus Puff against a Fox of that caliber.
Yeah, for sure. So that's going to conclude our first round of the losers bracket. 2 Puffs, HBox and 2saint knocked into 7th place. Before we move on to the winner side, though, let's check the Red Bull replay of that set, see some of the key moments again.
Yeah, 2saint got off to such a good start, and it really feels like we never saw that level of play from him again after the initial few stocks on Battlefield. Such a convincing lead to open up the set, but then he just started getting desperate, and he dropped game 1 with a really desperate dash attack. It doesn't really make sense to go for that dash attack, because remember how I talked about stage positioning? Well, that dash attack doesn't necessarily even kill, because 2saint was the one who was cornered. So SFAT might find him in a position where the recovery that he has to go for afterward isn't even like all that hard to make it back from. So it's like a really high risk endeavor from 2saint, and that's what cost him the first game.